Tony Torcasio about to make his return here tonight. They got into a bit of a biffo at the press conference yesterday. How will it go down? Will the real-life Rocky Balboa story be a Cinderella story? Or do fairy tale happy endings only happen in massages? We'll soon find out. Torcasio and the French Legionnaire.
Well, we have our finalists for Last Man Standing 2. Congratulations to Steve McKinnon and Nathan Corbett for making it through. And of course, before we see this final fight of Last Man Standing 2, we do have our prestige bout. And I think we've all been really looking forward to this one. After being 16 years away from the ring, he's returning. Tony Torcasio versus the French Legionnaire.
You cannot believe the atmosphere surrounding this one as the Legionnaire-trained French Legionnaire from Lyon is about to take on the pride of Melbourne's Italian community, Tony Torcasio. The French Legionnaire has been dubbed an international man of mystery. He wore sunglasses all during yesterday's press conference. And he actually gave Torcasio an unscripted slap across the top of the head that ignited a bit of a brawl between the two. There you see Kadir Maruf in his corner. Kadir Maruf, former world champion who once famously broke the legs of the USA's Danny Steele. He is a journeyman, is a French Legionnaire. And he says he will do no favours to the returning Torcasio here tonight. The atmosphere here at the Royal Melbourne Showgrounds, you could cut it with an electric toothbrush. It is amazing. And have a look, 46 years old. Former WKA Australian middleweight champion, Tony Torcasio. His wife Joanne is here ringside. They are proud parents to two daughters, Talia, Andy, and their son Ashton. Down my spine. If I had any hair, it'd be standing on end. Let's go up to Charlotte Dawson.
I'd like to see that hair standing on end. Fighting out of the blue corner, he's an international man of mystery with an impressive record of 14 wins from 16 fights, all the way from Lyon in France. He is known only as the French Legionnaire. And in the red corner is a man who at 46 years of age is exactly twice as old as his opponent. A former WKA Australian middleweight champion with 14 wins from 18 fights, 5 by knockout. This is his first fight since 1994. He is the pride of Melbourne's Italian community. After 16 years, please give it up for Tony TNT Torcasio.
What an ovation for Tony Torcasio. Mark the Hammer Castanini there, and look at that. Steve Superkick Vic, who Torcasio fought for the Commonwealth title in 1991, is here ringside. In the corner of Torcasio, it is legendary Paul Fifield, Tosca Petrides, and Slam 'em Sam Greco. After all the talk We are finally ready for the return of Tony Torcasio. Stan, I've got to pinch myself to believe I'm really here commentating a Tony Torcasio fight.
Let's go. The time has come upon us. It'll be interesting to see how Tony handles it.
Torcasio, always a nuggety fighter, always in close and ripping to the body and the head. He had 5 knockouts in his career. Good outside thigh kick from Torcasio. There's a left hand. Overhand right backs up the French Legionnaire.
Don't hold no knees.
I was told there are no knees, and Dave Hedgecock just does reiterate that as the third man in centre air. It is a kickboxing contest. Torcasio eats an uppercut. French Legionnaire has the height, has the reach. Checks the low kick, does the Frenchman.
Don't hold, watch those feet, no knees.
Torcasio glances towards his corner. Paul Fifield giving instructions. Overhand right from Torcasio.
Nice left hook by Tony.
We call it a real-life Rocky Balboa story. He's also very Rocky-esque, Stan, in the way he's always fought Tony.
He is. I think he drove past the Catholic Church and asked the priest to throw down a blessing on the way to the venue here tonight. Tony Torcasio, I love him, and he's been around a long time. It's great to see he's sporting that great physique, and of course black and blue, preparing his shorts with Maxes on the front and back, the company that he partially owns and also works for, of course.
Point deduction there for the French Legionnaire for illegal knees, second time in this round. Torcasio inside thigh kick, working his angles nicely here, TNT. He loves having Dave Hedgecock as the centre referee, and really is a throwback to the old days. Oh, and he goes down! French Legionnaire is down in front of our commentary position. Torcasio on a tear. Legionnaire very slow to get back to his feet, and Torcasio's got 10 seconds to finish. He charges out of his corner. Torcasio getting under the punches. Oh, big kibosh! It's good night, Irene! Tony Torcasio knocks him out on the bell. Over. Well, Legionnaire in a bad state here. Look at Peter Lewis dive into the ring. The Frenchman is convulsing, Stan.
Yeah, no, he was definitely hurt. I sort of noticed it a bit earlier. He took a shot and he looked like he was standing on his feet, but he looked like he was ready to fall. Something didn't look right, and he's obviously getting the attention right now.
Stan, you can't see it from this view, but we can see the eyes here of French Legionnaire, and my word, he was astral travelling. He is in a very bad way.
Ladies and gentlemen, the last second of the first round, I wasn't here, so I didn't see what was going on. I was at backstage because we got a lot of...
Wow, he is still on the canvas here, French Legionnaire.
Dave, what happened there, buddy?
The winner?
Yes! Tony Torcasio.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, from round 1 and the round 1, your winner from the red corner.
Look at that. Tony Torcasio, after 16 years, he said to me, Michael, I want to do it just one more time. I want to feel the rush one more time. And the man who hasn't fought since 1994 is successful 16 years later.
I always say I won my records, he won, so we might have to do another one day. But we were both 72 kilos when we fought. He's still 72 kilos and I'm 97. But there's only one man that ever knocked him out cold. It was the worst knockout ever in the history of kickboxing in this country.
It was indeed.
I present you Steve Vick. Come up, please. Mr. Steve Vick from Queensland.
Steve Vick, who went on to capture the Commonwealth title and then went on to become the ISKA World Champion when he defeated the Spaniard Chinto Mordillo. Who can ever forget those, Stan? 1992, December 6, Hector Pena and Steve Vick.
By the way, I'm trying to kill time here because I've got a serious problem at the back on who's fighting Nathan Corbett.
Ooh.
But Steve Vick has knocked out Tony many easier, and I said to him, mate, what's my chances of getting you to have a rematch in November? Have a look at it. You gotta be kidding. All right, that's a good enough answer. But Tony's always said to me, Tarek, please. There's a couple of fights I want to have a rematch on. One of them is you. He always wants to fight me because he knows that I'm out of shape 100%. But if there's a dream fight, he said, I want to fight Steve Vick just to prove to myself that I could have done better that night. Now, I know it's too much pressure on Steve Vick to give us an answer 100% yes or no, but I will be talking to him, and I hear he makes 6-digit numbers at the moment with his business, so he's killing it. So I got to really talk to him, if you understand what I mean. But it's great to have you up here, mate. Thanks for coming to Melbourne. And if it does happen, good luck to both of you.
I've got absolutely no chance against him. Have a look. I can't fight my way out of a wet paper bag now. So, but mate, I've got to congratulate you. It takes a lot. Certainly at 46.
Very good.
You've done. Look, I mean, have a look how fit you are.
Good on you, mate. Well done, Steve.
Always
Well
a
done,
gentleman,
mate.
Steve Superkick Beck.
Class
Okay,
act.
before Tony
Fantastic to see him on hand
I
here.
want Sam Greco in the ring because there's a challenge thrown out to Sam Greco. But Tony, give us a few words about your great fight. And also, Camp Benamafio, can you present the trophy to the stand? Tony Torcasio, please. Our winner tonight from Triple M, Mr. Benamafio. Thank you very much. Tony, give us a few words on what you can say on how you keep those abs so great.
Firstly, I'd like to say, Tarek, thank you very much for this opportunity. I'll never forget the phone call. Come on, buddy. June the 9th, you can do it. Are you in? I said, well, if I don't do it this year, I won't be doing it next year. So I'll be 47 next year. I said, just one little problem. We're going to get Paul. We're going to get Paul to agree. A lot of people are responsible. Gave me a lot of help towards getting me where I am today. I want to thank my business partners, Keith Ellis and Paul Kirkham, for understanding what I wanted to achieve and supporting me on this. Keith said to me, life's about living. Do what you want to do, buddy. We support you. So thank you, Keith and Paul. I want to thank all my training buddies at the Team Fifield Gym, always encouraging me. What can I say? I did not win one round of sparring, believe it or not. I trained my ass off because I hadn't sparred for so long. But I want to thank my training partners. Thank you for that. And most importantly, my dear friend, Paul Fifield. Without Paul, there's no way I would have been able to get through this. You know, his support. Thank you so much, Paul. You're a true gentleman. And one more last thing. I'm from the old school. I started training a long time ago. I just want to say there's a man by the name of Bob Jones. He's not here tonight, but the new generation of fight fans should know who he is. He introduced kickboxing to this sport 35 years ago. He was travelling overseas and telling everybody, this is what we got to do to keep up with what's going on overseas. Mr. Bob Jones, I think people should look up who he is. Yeah? And one more thing, one more. I've got a couple of old friends here who I looked up to when I started off. Dave Hedgecock is one of them.
Producer is going to kill me.
Percy Lanciana and George Zachariah, along with Paul Fifield, of course. Thank you very much.
Thank you all. Thank you.
Well, Tony
Okay.
Torcasio, and rightly thanking everybody involved in his very long career. So fantastic to see Tony Torcasio come up trumps here tonight, Stan. I'll tell you what, that brought back so many memories. It was actually before my time when Tony was at his peak, but I know that for you is so emotional.
Oh, definitely. Look, I'm very happy. I'm very proud of him. And it's great to see that he's done.
Stan, I just heard your name mentioned in centre ring in association with Sam Greco.
Brother, challenging you on my next show. Everybody's telling me
Stan, your
George
brother is challenging Sam Greco?
And he's been overrated. So he wants to put out a great challenge. Revenge his brother's first fight. He's challenging Slam Him Sam Greco.
Wow. George challenges Sam Greco.
Before you answer me, ladies and gentlemen, before he answers me, I've got to keep you as busy for another 5 minutes. Why? Steve McKinnon is half concussed and he wants a few more extra minutes to do the final fight. He's happy to do it, but he wants a few more minutes. If he doesn't feel right in a couple of minutes when the doctor checks in, I will replace him with somebody else that's already ready up there.
Interesting there
So
from
that's
Tarek
why we're
Solak.
trying to waste 5 minutes. While we're wasting the 5 minutes and Sam's thinking about this, we have a winner for the ring girl contest. The winner
Stan, this is
receives
interesting.
a $5,000
Your
voucher
brother
from
challenging
Altitude.
Slam and Sam
Also,
Greco for a revenge match. Sam
Ring Girl
defeated
Video
you
will receive
in
a $500
1995, I
voucher
believe it was at the
from
crowning, a
Altitude.
final of an 8-man tournament here in
$200
Melbourne.
card from Crystal, where the after party is tonight, and her name is Laura Matheson. Come on,
Yeah,
please.
well, you know,
Fernando
Tarek
Figueroa.
Solak has been trying to get Sam Greco and I to obviously meet and discuss possibilities of getting in the ring again.
This is your
Obviously, we can't come to
from
some sort of
Altitude,
resolution
and
and
the rest of your
compromise.
presents,
It'll
I
make
believe
all
is
parties
Will
happy.
Ergen. Congratulations.
my brother's come out of left field. He said, hey,
And
you know, I know Sam, we all started together. He was one of your proteges and understudies once. He goes, I'd love the opportunity. And since, you know, we had the controversial fight many years ago, let me have a chance with him.
Okay, here it is now. Greco in the
hear what
ring.
he's got to say.
This will be interesting.
I need to sell more tickets and more pay-per-views. So I need all the best fighters in this country, whether they're retired or semi-retired or a grandpa, come back into this ring, mix it up with the young boys. George Longadinas is a young fella. What do you have to say?
Well, first of all, I want to congratulate you for a great night tonight. If there's a promoter who's going to put one on this size and this magnitude and this with great entertainment, it would be Tarek Solak. Secondly, in terms of George Longanitas challenging, pretty strange seeing the young brother trying to do the big brother's job. I seriously mean that.
Tarek's trying to entice me to come and respond
Just
to
put it on you, come here.
Wow.
No, that's fine. It's fine. I don't have any problems because I've never ducked and weaved anyone in the world, let alone Australia, and I never ever will. As long as my health permits, I'm in this ring because this ring's my office.
Where did he learn
I'm going to
that from?
say this, as far as Tarek Solak's concerned,
He sounds angry, Stan.
you want this fight to go on, put up or shut up.
Wow.
Brother, if you're talking about money, no one's going to pay you more than me.
Let's get it on, man.
Okay, the money's there. I got your manager here, Mr. Graham Burke. You got me here. And I got Stan the Man here. If you don't want his brother and you want Stan the Man, just say it out, mate. But at the moment, the younger brother's challenging you. Stan, you got something to say about this, buddy? Come up. Come up, mate. What's wrong?
Stand the man.
The Greeks are worried about the Italians.
This is turning into an extraordinary night.
Ladies and gentlemen, do we want George or Stan to fight?
Greco looks
Sam
genuinely
Greco in our
peeved here
next
to have
event.
Stan even sharing the ring with him. Even for a speech, there was never any love lost between them. Their rivalry was huge, from being former stablemates under the late
Ladies and
Dana
gentlemen,
Goodson to then having the
here
biggest
comes
rivalry in
the
Australian
man.
kickboxing history.
Stan Longadinas
It culminated
to
at the Crown in
answer for his
1995.
brother
Greco
or for
won
himself.
what was pretty much a street fight of a final. Here's
Good
Stan.
to be here. Good to see Sam. Always good. Listen, the truth is that Tarek has been hassling Sam Greco and I about the possibility of fighting again. Obviously, it can't come to fruition for whatever reason. But we had a meeting again the other day trying to put it together, and I just said, listen, why don't you just fight my brother? You know, my brother's a guy that you know very well. Many, many years ago, we were all under the same stable, you know. In fact, to be bluntly honest, Sam was one of my understudies many, many years ago. But, you know, whatever's happened has happened. My brother said that if you can't get the fight to happen between you two guys, why can't I fight Sam? And I said, is that what you really want? And he said, that's what I really want. If I don't beat him, I've got nothing to lose. And if I can beat him, then great. So at the end of the day, it's my young brother asking for an opportunity to fight Sam, Sam's a great fighter, and he's, you know, obviously done his career. You know, he's been very successful in his career. So, you know, we're happy.
Brother,
with
cut it short. Just get to the point. Who's fighting him? You or your brother? I got plenty of cash.
Hey, why don't you answer the question? Why can't you make me and Sam happen? You answer the question.
Okay, I will. I'll pay both of you exactly what you both asked for. Okay? I'll pay both of you exactly what you both asked for. But, if your brother seriously wants to have a shot, I'm happy to put that on just as well as this one. It doesn't worry me. Either way.
Well, I'll tell you this. I'm happy to take both of them. I'll take George and I'll take Stan.
Oh,
How's that?
wow.
One after the other.
Sam
Back to
Greco
back.
saying he wants to take on both long
Ladies and gentlemen, tune in to Foxtel and tune in to Triple M, because you will hear who is fighting on November against Sam Greco in this ring. And now,
As we say, folks, things just got real.
on why Steve McKinnon's not fighting.
Last Man Standing 2 has proven an awesome night. Tony Torcasio did not need his Sports Safe Australia mouthguard, because he was the one knocking through the teeth of the French Legionnaire in his comeback fight at 46 years of age. More Last Man Standing 2 still to come.